Oh man. I feel like this is one car I should definitely drive within manual because, like, why the fuck did AI be shifting like that in the fucking Hondas? Or is it just a Honda thing to let it redline for like, fucking forever before you shift? Mm. Hit the damn rumble strip wrong right there. Bounced off the damn course. Yeah, kind of wasn't sure what I felt like doing. Like if I wanted to play a game, if I wanted to stream, if I wanted to play this game, or if I wanted to play Warframe. Got a pop-up storm earlier, man. Knocked the power out for about 3 hours, which sucked because the storm hit literally right around the time I was gonna probably cook dinner. So had to eat a sandwich, and then the power finally came back on. Then I finally really cooked. So that kind of sucks, but eh. And it's crazy, like how when we do get storms, it's literally at almost around the exact same time, man. It's like, but anywhere between like 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock. That's normally when we get the storms, man. So like, it's always in that time period, which is fucking weird in my opinion. And what's even weirder is like, like we could have rain around us, like big ass fucking storm cells. And it's like they'll split off, go around us, go above us, go below us, above or whatever like that. And then it's like as soon 5, 6 o'clock hit, boom, we get rain. Like it's crazy. Almost like when they want it to rain, you know what I'm saying? Like it rains, you know, like we're on a fucking time schedule or some shit. It do be making you wonder. You know, it's crazy. Haven't been playing Warframe nowhere near as much in these past few months. So it's like I didn't play it for the longest. Got back into it with people that I was friends with. You know, he helped me quite a bit through that game, man, which I appreciate the hell out of, man. You know, it's a damn shame, you know, things happen the way they happen, but, you know, when someone changes as much, you know, as he did, you know, and, you know, make some of the decisions he made and said some of the things he said, yo, it's like, you know, you can only give a person, you know, like so many, you know, opportunities and chances and stuff like that, you know, like I'm not saying, you know, I'm the perfect person because I know I'm not, you know, I mean, I know I've said things, you know, that I regret, you know, and stuff like that, yo, but at the end of the day, you know, like I'm not gonna stab somebody in the, you know, in the fucking back, you know, and, you know, buy something, you know, that they told you they was gonna buy, you know, and make it look like you didn't buy it. And then when they find out you bought it, you know, lie about it, you know, where you got it from, how much you paid for it. Then, you know, down the road, you're like, oh, I bought it for you. I was going to give it to you as a gift, you know, yada, yada, yada. And then, you know, just caused the whole, you know, shit ton of controversy, man, you know, between the two of us, man, you know, and then, you know, ends up fucking selling it. Talking about some, oh, I told the person I sold it to I needed the money, man. My thing is, if you needed the money, you wouldn't have bought the gun straight out, man, because, like, it wasn't cheap. Like, let's put it at that, you know. I'm not going to disclose a price or say what it was, you know, but, like, that's shady, you know, and then, I mean, I've talked about this before, you know, but it's just, it's crazy, yo, and it's like, all he had to do, you know, was admit he was wrong, you know, like, Don't make up excuses, for like why you been acting the way you was acting, you know. And I mean, literally every time, man, he would do the same thing, man. Like he would say something that he knew was hurtful, like he blame it on his job. Oh, someone pissed me off. They said something to the girl, or that I liked at work, or they did something to the girl that I liked at work, man. Like, that doesn't give you an excuse to treat your friends like shit. It doesn't make sense, man. Like, that's being a narcissist. Plain and simple. When you're, talking about, like, sit there and call me selfish, saying I left him in debt, this, that, and the other, like, everything he did, man, like, I literally never asked him for shit other than to help me on Warframe. That was it. I didn't ask him to buy me the Ego 11 in 2023. He offered to buy that, which I still have, so like him calling me ungrateful, doesn't make any sense, man. I still have that marker. I take very good care of it. If I was ungrateful, I wouldn't have fixed it, man. Like I talked about this, before, in my appreciation video. So to say I didn't appreciate it, like, yeah, man, that's crazy, man. Like I say, man, like practice what you preach, And then, to top that off, man, like the whole gaming monitor situation, when I left in 2023 because my mother passed away, I left my gaming monitor down there. And he made an excuse to why he couldn't ship it. Kept it for over a year. And then when I was like, like, I don't understand, like how you can do this, how you can't do that, but you can't mail my monitor back to me. And then he posted on his Instagram, was like, oh, I see what you're doing. Like I see your little, hints and this, that, and the other is having no effect on me. Plus, I no longer have it. It's no longer in my hands. And then he go talk about he got rid of it. Like, who, would do something like, some shit like that, man. Like being that person's friend for over a fucking decade, and then you hold on to something that they left there when they left in 2023 because their mother passed away. And like, I get it, like I had told him, I was like, go ahead, keep it, do whatever you want to with it because I have another monitor. But the fact that he held on to it for over a year, like he was going to give it back or try to bring it to me, and then just ups and gets rid of it, like, doesn't make any sense. And I'm going to tell you what I think led to all this, because he was trying to get me to come to Florida for World Cup, and he wanted me to play this dude that me and him both know in paintball, and he wanted me to 1v1 him. And I'm like, dude, I just can't afford, to like drop everything and, like drive to Florida, man. Like, like we just paid off a car, the fucking motor went, we had to get a new vehicle. So funds are tight right now. I was like, so that's not going to happen. And then he was trying to talk me into and doing a discovery flight. Like, he was going to, fucking send me the money to do a discovery flight, which doesn't make no sense because you couldn't send my monitor back, but you were going to pay $200 some or so for me to do a fucking discovery flight. And then he was willing to drive all the way to Virginia from Florida to do this discovery flight with me or whatever like that, but couldn't send a fucking game monitor back. Like, yeah, just stuff like that, man. It's like he had to be in control and wanted to control someone before he was willing to do something for them. Like when I went to Florida in 2023, I told him, I'm like, dude, I'm not ready to come down yet. Like, I'm still helping my parents out. My name's on the car title. I'm helping them pay for the car. I was paying on my Xbox. I'm paying on my monitor. You know, this, that, and the other. And when I left my monitor there in 2023, I still had 4 payments on that bitch. So, you know, and it's like he did all this shit. And then when I was like, you know what, man, I've had enough, man. I can't take it no more. Decided to unfriend him. Tell the entire group of guys that I game with, man, decided to unfriend him. And he act like I was the one in the wrong. Like, yes, like I said, man, like I get it. Okay, you came up here, you know, to get me twice and bring me to Florida. Each time I came back, both times was because of tragic incidents. The first time, lost my best friend I knew my entire life. He got sick, died of COVID. I had COVID at the same time. This shit scared me. I didn't know on my insurance that I could just go to any hospital down there and be seen. I didn't know that. Not to mention where I was staying at with his family, I didn't feel welcome. So that's why I decided to come back. I didn't feel welcome. His aunt made it clear she didn't want anybody on that property. And he understood this and was okay with it. And then the second time, very legitimate reason, my mom died. And I told either one of my parents if something was to happen while I was in Florida, I would come back to be there for the other one. I wasn't about to let my dad stay here by himself, being as he's gone through 3 cancers. You know, he's had a brain aneurysm, so his health isn't that good. And I thought he would understand that, but yet after me coming back, it's just like he tried to distance himself from me and from the group of guys that I game with. So, you know, it doesn't make sense to me, man. It really doesn't, you know. But I guess I'm a bad person, you know what I'm saying, man. I got this dude, you know, introduced him into playing paintball. He helped me get back into it, you know, one of my passions and whatever, man. Like, I feel like it's one of the greatest sports ever, you know. I inspired this dude, you know what I'm saying, to like stop eating takeout so much, you know, and basically teach himself how to cook, showing him how to cook. You know what I'm saying? I inspired him to get back into flying, something I knew he was passionate about, something that made him happy. You know, I wasn't the one telling him like, oh no, that's gay, man. Like, I don't want to do that, or oh, that's that white boy shit. Like, no, I was fucking supporting him. And yeah, he just up and fucking changed and started becoming selfish as shit. You know, most people, the older they get, you know, the more mature they get. But it's like, not with this dude. Now, am I saying that I never talk to this dude again? I mean, that's a good possibility, you know, but like I've said, man, if he's willing to try and contact me or get a hold of me and have a legitimate apology and admit that he was in the wrong, then, you know, maybe I start talking to him again. You know, we can be friends again, you know, or whatever. But, you know, I don't ever see that happen. You know, because it's funny, man, like, every time something's happened, it's like I gotta be the one to be like, oh, I was wrong, or oh, I'm sorry, man. Like, I'm not doing it this time. I'm not going to be the one to, you know, make that first move, yo. It's like, you know, you hit a certain point when you hit a certain age, man, it's just like, whatever, you know. That's exactly what it seems like, man. Yeah. For a person, who was in a group of people with, you know, 3, 4 other guys, to just up and lose every single friend that's in that group and think that you want the one that did something wrong, man. Like that's, I would be questioning myself, man. Like I really would, yo. You know. I mean, hell, man. Because when I remember upgrading from my PlayStation 3 to the PS4, and friends that I had on the PlayStation 3 would up and unfriend me for no reason. Just because, like, when PlayStation Home was shutting down, man, like I lost like 2 or 3 friends on PlayStation Home because I was on my PlayStation 4 more than I was on the PlayStation 3, and I wasn't getting on home that much. So instead of them keeping me on their friends list and messaging me, they just up and unfriended me. It's shady, I'm like, damn, yo, like we can still talk, man. You know how to fucking type and send a message, don't you? Like just because I'm not getting on PlayStation Home and chilling because, it was about to shut down, doesn't mean, like we still can't talk, we still couldn't be friends. But I mean, not that it would have mattered anyway, because I, eventually ended up losing that account for whatever reason. First time I went to Florida, like some years back. It was like 5, 6 years ago. It might have been like, 5, 6 years ago. First time I went to Florida. Man, my fucking stomach hurts. Shit. Man, I know one thing, man. I've been enjoying this peace and quiet since Wednesday, man. I don't know when it's going to end, but I know I've definitely needed it. It's felt like I've been on vacation, but I've not been on vacation because I haven't left my house. Other than to go to the gym. It's besides the point. Man, this car is definitely assy and light, yo. Like, alright, let's see if I can get a faster lap time with this shit on traction. I wish Polyphony, man, I keep saying this in every video, man. Y'all need to put in missing car manufacturing. I mean, I know Spoon isn't a car manufacturer, either is top secret, but their manufacturers are, well, not manufacturers, but companies who have tuned cars or built performance cars, man. Like they need to be in the fucking game, yo. Like Koenigsegg needs to be in here. Ariel needs to be in here, man. Like the add-on. Lotus is missing. Cadillac is missing. Like it's just a lot of cars, yo. A lot of cars are missing. I feel like I need to go check my laundry real quick. I will be right back. All right, man. My bad. I'm back. Went AFK for a second. Mm. I must be born as hell to watch on this thing, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Because people that join the stream and then watch it for like 2 minutes and leave. Either that or they just get tired of hearing me ramble on, man. But I mean, honestly, it don't matter to me. You know, I'm the one streaming, so if I want to sit here and ramble or, you know, talk to my damn self, then I'm gonna do it. You know, maybe, you know, some more exciting games come out like Battlefield 6, or they finally release one of these fucking paintball games that they've been working on for God knows how long, and you know, it still ain't came out on console yet. Then maybe I'll have something more exciting to stream. But I mean, honestly, I wish that, you know, like the systems were as advanced as they were now back then, you know, especially, you know, like trying to upload, like, you know, like streaming YouTube and stuff like that, man. Like, if they would have had it back on the PS3 days, back when PlayStation Home was around, you know, you didn't have to have like a fucking Elgato or whatever it was called, man. Like, dude, man, like the content would have been just pure golden, man. Because, man, like the fun times we had on PlayStation Home, man, and like some of the pure stupidity, man, it was just, I'm telling you, bro. All in good fun. All in good fun. It kind of sucks, man, you know, that they didn't do more with PlayStation Home, or, you know, they didn't try to revive it, you know, and bring it to PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5, man, because, good God, man, the amount of stuff people had on PlayStation Home, the amount of money people put into PlayStation Home and lost, man, like, it's just, it's crazy, yo, like, I can't comprehend it, man. And I also can't comprehend how much money I freaking lost trying to talk to this girl, man, playing Call of Duty Black Ops 2, man. I'm not gonna even get into that fucking thing, man. But it's crazy, you know, how people talk about getting manipulated, or, you know, someone worried about people manipulating them, and then them turning out to be the person doing the manipulating themselves. Yeah. I think some people need to go and listen to that song called Colors by Crossfade. Yep. Or for the ones that say, you know, like, I'm the bad person, maybe you should listen to that song called Monster You Made. Man, for a mid-engine car, yo, like, this car is ass. Mm. Extremely asinine, like kind of oversteery, but not like bad to where like you can't correct it. But mm. Y'all ever had someone stay with y'all, man, that was only supposed to stay for a certain amount of time, and they end up staying like double to triple the amount of time they said they was gonna need to stay, and like you just can't wait for them to be gone? Yeah, that's kind of the situation I'm going through right now. Oh damn! They put me in the fucking car that I was already in. Yup, shit. Hold on. Did didn't want to drive that car. I honestly don't know what the hell I'm doing, man. Like I'm just trying to kill time because I got laundry going. So shit. Ain't ran that one in a while. I know one thing. Even though that storm might have knocked the power out, I am kind of glad that we got the storm because it's been fucking hot. I mean, stupidly hot lately. So that storm hit. It only lasted for shit, maybe 15, 20 minutes, but it dropped the temperature down by about 20 degrees. don't think this Honda's gonna be able to keep up with Sophie AI on fucking professional. Are you greening now? You ain't gonna be greening for long, motherfucker. Oh, what I tell you? Call this bitch the little Honda that could shit. One more lap. Can we get a podium? We already in third, so we already got a podium. I mean, but can we get a win? That's what I meant to say. So apparently the secret with this car is don't accelerate super hard to where it's getting those high like rev gear changes. See, like that, because like I think that's getting real slippage because you're accelerating too hard, yo. So like, I missed the fucking apex. God damn it! Oh, what you getting mad for, motherfucker? You cut me off, bitch. Gonna get past, dog. Like it's, I told you. Like just let it happen. Last lap clutch. Let's go. So, people, question. If you watch this video, comment what is your favorite car and what is your least favorite car in Gran Turismo 7? And are y'all getting tired of them adding these fucking SUV crossover pieces of shit with these monthly updates? What cars you want to see added into the game? Like, I've covered a shit ton. I mean, like I said, I don't really think it's going to matter because I don't think Polyphony will ever see one of my videos, but who knows, just in case they do. It'd be interesting, to know what, other people want in their games or, their lack of what they don't want. I still feel like they some tracks could definitely be added. Like, that's for damn sure. Like, definitely could use some tracks. I feel like a damn broken record, sitting here, playing this game. God damn. Don't make no sense coughing like that when you don't fucking smoke. I haven't smoked a damn cigarette in like fucking 5-6 years, man. Like, shit. That pollen is terrible. Alright, I feel like might need TCS on this car. I don't know yet. We'll see how a lap pans out, man, because this motherfucker definitely feels a little slidey, but then again, old school car like this, shit ton of horsepower. She gonna be a bit slip and slide. You know what I'm saying? Grab the brake right there, nice. God damn. I feel like this car still has a whole lot to give, man. I need to adjust the gear ratios. Woo. Cause I feel like this bitch could easily hit 240, 250 all day long with this engine swap in it. But that's just me. I am braking way too fucking early with this damn car. Yeah, we're gonna throw the TCS on number one there. I've never been a fan of Bugatti. Like honestly, yo, like that's a manufacturer. Like I wouldn't have been mad if they would have left out the game and would have had Koenigsegg instead. Like I don't understand why they got them ugly ass cars in this game, man. Like fast, yes, in a straight line. They don't turn with the shit. They're heavy as fuck. Like, woo, shit, goddamn. All right, yo, overcorrecting there. This car is a fucking handful, man. Jesus Christ, bro. Really? That little bit of correction and did all that. God damn. And it's sad too, man, because like, I was glad we got the storm earlier, but it sucked that the power went out for 3 hours, man. It's like ever since they started working on these damn lines up here where I fucking live at, man. Every time we get a bit of rain, I mean, it didn't even got to be in our area, man. Like it could just be around us. We lose power. I don't know what the hell they're doing, man. I mean, I think they're supposed to be putting in like a new high-speed internet provider, like which gives us more, choices for internet. Because like right now, I think all we have is Xfinity for like high-speed internet, which is, I mean, it's a good company, man. I mean, a bit on the pricey side, but you get what you pay for. But this new company is supposed to be I think 1 gig like up and for up and down. This fiber optic, but I don't know, man. Since they started working on the lines at the first of the month, man, like we've had, they been having to take the fucking breakers down and they're replacing the things where the kill switch is basically on a power line, where like they can just pull it down to kill the power and then like push it back up to cut it back on. They're replacing those and like some other shit on the power line. So I don't know what the fuck they've been doing, but and it sucks because they don't give you a notice when they're going to be fucking doing it. So you just could be sitting here, playing the game, boom, power goes out. Which, thank God, got fucking surge protectors and shit like that. Didn't help my cousin none, man. Fried his fucking game monitor, black screen his game monitor, so he's been without that pretty much damn near the entire fucking month. I think the rain is pretty much done with here, if I'm not mistaken. About to check, see what's going on. Man. Ooh, man, Friday and Saturday are going to be nice. 76, the low of 64. That's weather I can deal with right there, yo. These fucking 90-degree, mid 90s, upper 90 days, man. Like, I can't stand them. I really can't, yo. Yep, looks like the rain is pretty much done for tonight, so that's good. Shit. They looked out on that.